Welcome back to part 2 of our comparison of a better way, i.e. Christianity-wise, and Bruce Lee's Jeet Kune Do philosophy, not the martial arts, the philosophies, life philosophies, solutions, etc., to having a better mindset, characteristics, be happy, at peace, be full of genuine, true love for everybody and anybody, and so forth. Okay, this is Dan and Santo basically talking on this page about Bruce Lee and a history of his martial arts prowess and all this sort of stuff, and Bruce Lee's. This is Bruce Lee's adopted granddaughter. Yeah. What will she be? Yeah. Goddaughter. That's how they put it, right? Okay. Okay, he's saying here on the bottom, I begin to see how the principles of Jeet Kune Do hold true no matter what. Bruce used to say life is combat, and that's why everything we could learn, could be applied elsewhere from Jeet Kune Do into life. Wing Chun goes on about that. Martial arts, Ip Man, it's just Bruce Lee's techniques. All this sort of stuff. This is all physical. We're not interested in the martial arts aspect of it. Okay, there's Taki Kimura. The guy was a Japanese in an internment camp. Japanese internment camp, had a pretty sad life, lost his self-confidence, etc. Never really thought much of himself because of that in his 30s or 40s. Then he met Bruce Lee and says, man, you're better than that. You've got to get over it, You're somebody. And basically helped lift him up out of that mode that he was in, right? Of self-defeat and all that sort of stuff. Okay, there's the old studio they had. First training establishment Bruce opened in Chinatown. Yeah, they all gathered there and practiced. There's all their team there. Dan and Santo. Not too sure who these guys are. It's all listed there. Okay, these are the rules of the school, all that sort of stuff. Okay, more techniques and all that sort of stuff, all the equipment. Somebody introduced it to Bruce Lee, then Bruce Lee got this guy, one of his students, no relation to him, to make all this, and he came up with all this because he's a bit of an engineer, all that sort of stuff. Looks like a one of those pagan god statue type things, right? But it's some sort of punching thing. Yeah, it's over here. Yeah, this guy was very clever. And there's plenty more people here. When he gets into his cinematography, into his films and stuff. James Lee, etc. I thought that was James Hong. There's somebody else. Maybe it's Alan Joe. Okay, and there's these books that he helped write. The Wing Chun, all that sort of stuff. Here's all this equipment. Okay, that Bruce Lee got designed for him by James Lee. He tested it out and he liked it. I think James Lee was a Christian or something like that. He came out of the war. Might have been a minister of a church, can't really remember. One of them was. Jeet Kune Do freedom. Could be interesting. Okay. Instructions of martial art forms. Okay, so going on about combat. Basically down here, art is the expression of the self. The more complicated and restrictive a method is, the less of the opportunity for the expression of one's original sense of freedom. Okay, you could relate that to your modern day religions. The techniques or these methods that have been introduced to you, etc., because they're all traditional, whatever, though they play an important role in the early stages, as a what they call it, baby in the faith. You're on the milk, right? You're not at the adult meat consuming stage. So you're a beginner. Though they play an important role in your early stages, they shouldn't be too restrictive, complex or mechanical. If we cling to them, we will be bound by their limitation. Remember, you are expressing those teachings, etc., right? You're not doing rule number 1, have tassels on your shoes, plait your nose hairs, your ear hairs, clean the dishes like this, or that sort of stuff, right? 1, 2, 3, tradition 4, okay? It's so when someone calls you, you answer them. When they throw something at you, you just catch it. That's all. It's all natural. Okay, become liberated, free from all that. Do it this way, do it that way, because we've done it for thousands of years. Conform or else. Okay, you're truly liberated. Okay, there's more about his classes and stuff. Okay, more into the martial arts, etc. History. More into martial arts. Trying to get to the philosophies here. Spiritual. Okay, we might have to skip quite a lot of this. Jeet Kune Do, how it was coined. There's actually an old art called Kune Do, something like that. They reckon he plagiarized the name or something like that, maybe the style, but we don't think so. I think he might be doing the name, right? Taking the name, which means intercepting or stopping or whatever. In that sense. Okay, more martial arts. Explaining about what yin and yang is. It's complementary. It's not one following the other, or that sort of stuff. It's all complementary. One flows into the other, like night and day, male, female, light and day, and all that sort of light and darkness, all that sort of stuff. Yeah, this here. Old mystical Chinese traditional thing. But using no way as way. Okay, having no limitation is limitation. Okay, someone tries to teach you a certain way and they're trying to force it on you, control you through it, bound you to it, chain you to it. You're limited. You don't have that ability to express yourself. You can't ask questions. You can't go deep into it, all that sort of stuff. It's all control, right? Conformity. They got you bound, chained up. Here's some good philosophical quotes here. Firmness, gentleness. What is gentleness? It is a pliable reed in the wind. It neither opposes nor gives way. What is the highest state of yielding? It's like clutching water. What is true stillness? Stillness and movement. What is the adaptation? It's like the immediacy of the shadow adjusting itself to the moving body. Okay, some helps there. What is gentleness? And you can understand what is true gentleness. It's like bamboo, right? Sways in the wind. It's flexible. Okay, not like a branch. It's stiff, and the wind blows through it and snaps off. Yeah, it's pliable, flexible. Okay. all his photos of his class has been taken and different people in it. Movements, it's all fitness, right? Fitness is good, exercise is good, according to Paul, St. Paul in the Bible, but the spiritual is better. Keep that in mind. Yeah, you always got to look after your health, because we always were told if you didn't have your health, where the hell would you be? Yeah, it's all nutrition and what he ate here and all this sort of stuff. So you could use this, look. Not being tense but ready, not thinking but not dreaming, not being a faker in this imaginative world of flying birds and someone hopping on the back of it, your guru, your prophet, whatever, all that sort of myth. Okay. Being set but flexible is being wholly and quietly alive, aware and alert, ready for whatever may come. Okay. So you're aware of people that come at you, the agents of the devil, whatever. You can use it that way. Okay, I'm aware of what this guy's up to, what the devil's up to. Okay, I'm prepared. I know the scriptures. I'll use them against them, so they'll run away and leave me alone. So I won't fall from grace through sin, through temptation and sin. You know, because it says in the Bible, in the scriptures, do not sin. You must not sin. You cannot sin. If you are born from above, born from the head, have a renewed mindset, born again, etc., then you do not sin. It's a command. God isn't mucking around. Okay? So we're just trying to help you get on that track. Okay? So you don't have any more, I keep sitting and I keep watching this and doing this and I can't handle it. You know? There's a solution. Is anybody giving you that solution like this? No. Because we're all too busy saying, you can't do that, and you can't say that, and you can't use that. Do it our way, or else. That sort of thing. Right? Okay, so the height of cultivation runs to simplicity. Halfway cultivation runs to augmentation. It's not daily increase, but daily decrease. It's not daily increase, but daily decrease. So you're chipping away at your bad habits, your addictions, your faults, your flaws, to try and get righteous, try and get right with God. Okay, you're hacking away the unessential. Okay, you don't need to tie tassels on your shoes or that sort of stuff. Wash dishes, okay, with your right hand and dry them with your left hand, all that sort of stuff, while standing on one foot, because they've been doing that way for thousands of years. You don't have to do it that way. Okay? Many will say, you do. No, you don't. Yeah. Would that we could at once strike... I was going on about martial arts. Yeah, okay. To change of changes, a change of state, and so forth. And this is Dan and Santo. Don't know that guys. Whoever that guys, they're eating some food. Okay. He's talking about him being a Filipino. Here's there. Getting his plaque. He gave it to Bruce Lee on his birthday. There's still there, ID cards and all that sort of stuff. Steve McQueen, actor, real macho guy, right, in real life. Yeah, real tough guy. Bruce Lee admired him. Here's Dan Santo from his young days. Okay, he's pretty good on some movies. Seen him on some other movies, and he's like, wow, what a dude! You know, great actor. Okay, he's on Mukchung Mukchong, Wing Chun, Dummy, etc. Look at that. All the advice that Bruce Lee gave him. He was like a grandmaster in the Filipino martial arts and black belt in Kempo karate, Ed Parker and all this sort of stuff. So yeah, he's pretty good. Okay, some more equipment, etc., etc. Exercises. Where did these come from? These look like those concrete. You know, you make when you're setting concrete, you flatten it up, make it smooth. It's probably these are everyday tools they had in the 60s, right? They used them as workout stuff. Now they're developed. Somebody's latched on, right? Oh yeah, we'll push up so you can do this. Here's a big, probably a 70-pound bag with that sort of stuff. Made for him by Bob Wall. Yeah, how big it is compared to these boys, his boys. Like these guys could like kick it, hit it, and make it say go there. But apparently when Bruce Lee did it, went way over here somewhere, you know. sent it flying, that sort of stuff. Okay, here's martial arts. Okay, we're trying to get past all this. Good for your fitness routine or something like that. You want to look at it. Get the book Jeet Kune Do. Here's some philosophies we're looking at. The ultimate reality is the returning to one's primary freedom, which is simple, direct, and non-classical. It's non-traditional, right? Here's no technique. He makes his opponent's technique his technique. Okay, so you got a problem with lusting, with that sort of stuff. You walk down the road, you see a hot chick, she's bouncing, everything's bouncing up, from a frontal chest area sort of thing, and you're looking, and you're supposed to be religious, whatever, and you can't help it, you keep looking at, because they're bouncing in front of your face sort of thing as she's walking along. So you use a Muslim technique, right? Nothing wrong with this. You put your hands on either side of your face so you can't see it. You walk past or something like that, out of sight, out of mind. That sort of technique, right? Okay. Because they're sensual beings, so they wear all this sort of stuff, puffed up, 3-foot eyebrows and pouty lips and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, it's to get the attention, right? Because they're sensual creatures, they're naturally like that. In Jeet Kune Do, one does not accumulate but eliminates. It's not a daily increase but daily decrease. You can do that with your spiritual life, all your bad habits, etc., etc. Chip away at it. Okay, it's like a statue being made. They chip away at it until they get that desired image, right? Or that statue. So it's not how much fixed knowledge one has accumulated, rather it is what one can apply lively that counts. Being is definitely more valid than doing. You're going through all the process, you're just doing, you're not actually achieving, you haven't become that wholesome, spiritual, righteous, non-sinning being. Okay, something here. Learn by the principle, abide by the principles, and dissolve the principle. In short, to enter a mould without being caged in it, and obey the principle without being bound by them. Okay? All fixed set patterns are incapable of adaptability or pliability. The truth is outside of all fixed patterns. Try and obtain a manageable shape of a nicely tied package of water. Okay, so if you have ever seen this film Game of Death, where he walks up the stairs and he taps that cane stick on the floor, right? He goes, this is more flexible than your fixed routine, baby. We'll leave it as an end screen thing so you can have a look at it. It's more flexible and all that sort of stuff than your fixed routine to Dan and Santo. Okay. In primary freedom, one utilises all ways and is bound by none. We're not saying embrace all the religions, pagan religions and their gods and idols and stuff like that. Just have a look at them, study them so you can better understand them maybe. It might be something like right action, right mind, or that sort of stuff which is being said in the Christian churches anyway, that you could utilise. You don't have to say, Buddhism says, you could explain yourself away, say, well, it's similar to this. What's written here in the Bible is similar to that. Right action, right thought, all that sort of stuff. Without the Buddha, right, acknowledging Gautama. Okay? Or something like, the Bible says this and Gautama said this. Very similar, Different religion, but very similar. That sort of stuff. Way of JKD. So to do with the martial arts. In the linear notes to his album Tawheed, is that Jewish or something? Maybe not. Contemporary saxophonist Pharaoh Sanders describes the process of self-discovery. I don't see the horn anymore, the instrument he's playing probably. He says, I'm trying to see myself. And all of what I try to do in music comes back to my conviction that if you have the discipline, you can do whatever you want. You yourself are the key to the universe. A firm believer in the liberating power of all forms of artistic expression, Bruce would certainly agree with the above statement. Okay, so that's the style of expression of that particular musician. Tawhid. We're not too sure what that actually is. We don't think it's Islamic or Jewish, maybe. We don't really know, but it looks very similar to Tawhid. Tawhid. Okay, more martial arts and all this sort of stuff. Trapping, grappling. Okay, more martial arts. Okay, all this style and stances and all that and all the difference. Okay, all the techniques. Not interested in that. More on the martial arts, fitness and training and all that sort of stuff. Flexibility, etc., etc. Good for fitness, exercise, health improvement, all that sort of stuff. We're not poo-pooing that. But as the scripture says, don't follow the ways of violent man, etc., etc. There's his brother Robert Lee there. Pretty good album that he put up. The art of Jeet Kune Do is simply to simplify. Make your religion like that. Simplify it. Don't make it so hard and technical. You're all caught up in a ball of wool. All entangled and you can't get out of it. You're trapped by this tangled mess. Of people saying conform. Conform to what I dictate. Or us. That sort of stuff. Because that way you're a robot that they can utilise. The path toward truth, this might be better. After all that martial arts stuff. Knowledge, the accumulation of previously learned material. Comprehension, the ability to interpret the knowledge in various given situations. Application, the ability to use the knowledge in new situations. Analysis, the ability to break down knowledge so that it can be understood. Synthesis, the ability to put pieces together to form a new whole. Evaluation, the ability to judge the value of the knowledge. Okay, there's heaps of keys there. Okay, this is a lot of things that people lack. Yeah, when they come at us and say, "Oh, my book says this," oh, right, they don't understand it. They've taken it out of context because there's just a few words in there and the sentences that they don't understand. They haven't got defined, all that sort of stuff. Okay, okay, beyond Bruce Lee. What's this? Okay. Although he would be the last to admit it, Bruce regularly practiced meditation. Being somewhat of a hipster, such occult practices just didn't fit his image. So he always played down concepts like the internal power, meditation and chi. But in the privacy of his own home, it was a different story. About 3/4 of the way down his daily list of things that you must do, he had scribbled in the words mental and meditation training. So he probably didn't like this stand on one leg and light the candle and stand on the other leg, all that sort of poo-ha, right? Okay, well, those sort of occult practices, he just got down to the brass tacks and said, well, I'll ponder deeply, meditate on those things. Where can I improve on it? What can I absorb? Make my martial arts better, all that sort of stuff, right? In the privacy of his own home. Okay, it's like Christ, saying meditate on these things. He's not saying go to some transcendental yogi class, learn how to hop on one foot and go hug everybody and all that sort of stuff. No, he doesn't know what he's talking about. He's basically saying, think deeply on it, ponder on it, what I've said. Okay? Think about it. Let it swirl around in your head and come to the understanding of what I'm talking about, what I'm meaning, right? What it means.